Hello everyone, my name's Ash and this is Craftsmanship with Ash. In this video, I thought I'd take some time to introduce myself. So I asked my followers to submit some questions of things they'd like to know about me. But stick around to the end so you can see if this channel is right for you. All right, I've got the questions here on my iPad so I don't forget them. Let's get started. Question number one, when did you get started doing custom leather work? Well, I got started in 1994 when I was 18 years old. Question number two, what made you get started? Well, growing up, my grandfather had this old wood burning stove in the back of his house, and every winter he'd tear apart saddles and clean them. And so I always liked to make things, and I needed a pair of chaps, so that was my first project. Question number three, what was the first pieces of equipment you bought? Well, the first leather tools that I bought was just a Tandy tool kit, and I used that before I was able to apprentice in a shop. And then when I went out on my own, the first major pieces of equipment I bought was a finish line and a sewing machine from a widow of a saddle maker that had passed away in my area. Question number four, what were the first items you started making and how did they come out? Well, the first things I made were chaps, belts, spur straps, and to be honest, they came out pretty rough and they all probably should have went in the trash. Question number five, what was one of the biggest lessons you learned when you started? Well, that's a tough one because I've learned a lot of lessons over the years. Probably the first one is I always probably underpriced my work, and then I took on projects for the public that I didn't have the skills or the ability to complete before I took them. Question number six, what was one of your favorite custom orders that you've done so far? I'd say probably my favorite, or one that comes to mind, is the first saddle I built in my own shop in 2021. It was a Wade saddle. It was basket stamped, had brass conchos. I built it for a cowboy in Southwest Missouri. Question number seven. What is one piece of advice you have for someone wanting to get started doing custom leather work? I'd say find some makers that you admire, gain their trust, ask them for their honest critiques of your work, and just keep trying to improve. Don't allow subpar work to come out of your shop. If it doesn't look good to you, as much as it hurts, cut it up and throw it in the trash. So now that you know a little bit about me, let me know if you have any questions. Drop them in the comments below. Also, if you want to follow along on my current projects, you should check out my Instagram page. It's in my description.